Good morning. This is Tuesday, October 6, 2020. It is Weather Briefing Storm Scoop. I am meteorologist Steve Krzyzanowski, and we'll call this one Floods and Spinning Objects. Speaking of spinning objects that create floods, here is the current picture in the tropics. So we have nothing deep in the tropics, nothing coming off Africa yet. Here's Tropical Storm Paulette, who has lasted a whole month in this basin. Not a threat, but this is, literally a whole month. Tomorrow I will show the plot of Paulette's life. It is very impressive. Hurricane Teddy, not a threat. This disturbance, not a threat. Tropical Depression Beta is a high threat. We'll talk about that momentarily. So, the NHC is monitoring tropical systems in the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. Not surprisingly, as we head from September to October, these systems are located in those areas that often see tropical systems originate. Tropical Storm Delta will likely move across an area of low ocean heat content later this week as it approaches the Louisiana coast. This, in a sense, is good news, as it means the ocean may not be in a state for rapid intensification, as we've seen with other storms this year. We also talked about the speed yesterday, which will correlate to this as well. Tropical Storm Delta will likely move across an area of the low ocean. Oh, I'm sorry. Oop. Sometimes your script, you need to just go back. We're checking out the GFS forecast station plots for Delta. While it's weakening now, it's unfortunate. It's increasingly likely that strengthening will occur and continue until Friday. There is increasing wind shear, widespread heavy rain, and flooding. Storm surge are particularly concerning, regardless of the final intensity. Particularly because Louisiana, Mississippi, these are all areas that have been hit with precipitation from tropical systems throughout the summer. One thing to watch for that could limit Delta's intensification during the next day or so is any ingestion of dry air from the northwest into the core. And you can see a little bit of that from the visible imagery here. It's indicating that there is still shear in the northwest quad that could force dry air in, but otherwise all lights are green. This is the GFS for Friday. Does not look pretty. Here's the trend to watch from the Euro. The latest has more members further west before the sharp turn in the Gulf. It makes sense with the more southerly initial position. Also some stronger members of the ensemble compared to last run show intensity will be limited in the northern Gulf. Here you can see Delta's eye is visible on the radar imagery from the Cayman Islands. There she is, right there. And let's go back there for a second. The eye's tiny size and circular shape are both signs that the storm is trying to tighten up and strengthen. Just wanted to mention that. The strongest hurricanes on records all have tiny eyes. It's a common thing due to conservation of angular momentum and movement. So sometimes when you see this, the message gets buried in a bunch of letters and numbers. So I wanted to see that the type of hurricane that is developing now is the NHC National Hurricane Center is forecasting 130 miles per hour in a Category 4. It'll likely weaken right before landfall as it hits that shear and begins to have that friction with land. But it will remain very powerful as it moves ashore Friday into Saturday. And there's no doubt that the favored region for rapid intensification in October is in that Gulf area, and Delta is tracking right across that climatological hotspot. Moving a little closer to home, out of the tropics, we have a benign, mild pattern for the next, let's say, 11-12 days. Zonal ridges bring warm days, nose-down dips to toe bring cooler days, all seasonable and uneventful. Next significant weather event for the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic is the third week of October. Thundery and windy disturbance for New York and New England States for Wednesday. A little warm nose offers some fuel, but today overall in that area will be very nice and tranquil. On Wednesdays, we'll have a few showers, possible ahead of the cold front, then a weakening line of thunderstorms dropping south and the cold front later in the day. Best chance to see a strong storm will be north of the Mass Turnpike. And last thing for today is leaves. This is the fall foliage map. Just wanted to kind of give an idea of where we are. Things will start beginning for the southern parts of the United States. We've really hit our peak in the northeast. Here we go right here with the farming. So, it's beautiful outside. Everyone take a gander. I'm meteorologist Steve Krasinowski. We'll be back tomorrow with another weather briefing storm scoop. Have a great day.